Kedar?
Sorry. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Luca, for an amazing keynote. Thanks, Danielle and Food Tank, for putting together an amazing event. I'm honored to be here. And my journey really started in a dusty village in the Middle Atlas Mountains of Morocco, where I was working with small farmers in the Peace Corps, actually. So I'm here today representing the One campaign, but the real reason I'm here are those farmers that I was working with. The One campaign it's a grassroots advocacy organization co-founded by Bono, just to give you a little background. And we really, I think, agree with you, Luca, that international agreements, and not just ones that are going to be upheld by the United Nations, FAO, some of these major institutions, are really the bedrock that we can use to leverage to leverage policymakers and decision makers to move forward on the agenda. They are the standard by which one, as an organization that has millions of members throughout the world, can hold the decision makers to account. And so really these agreements are key or critical. They're not the only tool, but they're a major tool that we have to use to make sure that action is taken on agriculture and food security. And I think 2015 is a really critical year for this, especially with the Millennium Development Goals ending. The Sustainable Development Goals are being finalized as we speak. I'm certainly worried that agriculture, food security, and nutrition are going to fall off the agenda. So just to put into perspective, less than 1% of official development assistance in 2013, that is resources and money going from donor countries to countries in need, was dedicated to nutrition, less than 1%. Less than 7% was dedicated to agriculture, and food security. So if we're looking at a $340 billion that's being sent over every single year, 1% is not enough, 7% is not enough. This is too small of a slice of the pie when we know that 805 million people are hungry every year. We know that 50% of all child deaths can be attributed to malnutrition. And we know that 45% of all countries are actually now faced with the double burden of both obesity and malnutrition. So they're fighting this battle on both fronts. So 1% is clearly not going to cut it when it comes to international action. So one is really dedicating 2015 to the Sustainable Development Goals. We want to make sure that they are good enough, as in agriculture and food security are high on the agenda. We want to make sure that they are famous enough so that people know about them from anywhere from Topeka to Togo, that they're understandable, that they're well financed. Member states are going to be coming together on a major meeting in the next few months to discuss the financing framework for these goals. And we also want to make sure that the resources are followed by results. So I think this goes back to one of your points, Luca. It's not just commitment, it's accountability. It's following through on pledges. And so it's up to us, the advocacy community, to really ensure that we hold everyone's feet to the fire, that we make sure that commitments are actually followed through, that we track progress, that we make sure things are done in a transparent manner. And so that's really what my focus and what One's focus are going to be this year. So looking forward to discussing all of that.
Yeah, thank you.